fucking jobs, man. That's the thing. And I get it. I understand. You get what you can get and do what you can. And you know, I don't want to mention I am entitled. But I do acknowledge there are difficulties that we're facing currently. Okay, not a second goes by, I see somebody who is less fortunate than I am, and I do remind myself how blessed I am, and others who are in similar situations than I am. But it does not mean I look down upon these people. I do feel sorry, and I wish I can help out. I do want to help out. I hate that survival instinct, but you know, there's nothing wrong giving back every now and then. But also, you do think, you know, are they gonna feed themselves or whatever they do with it? You know, with the money you give them. And I keep reminding myself, I keep convincing myself to God that, you know, I am thankful with the state of the industry that is in now. There are people out there who are, again, less fortunate, and I just have to still wait it out and see and do the best I can. I just hope everybody else, I can wish for the best for them as well. But deep down, I do want to help.
I think it's really important to really question things. You really don't want to just leap in and
Take it all in, I guess you could say.
My brother said that to me, and yeah, he's right. You don't want to just jump in and leap in and not question things, because, well, it can backfire on you greatly and intensely. It really can. I'm the kind of guy that takes a lot of caution when it comes to making decisions. But I also feel like there are certain decisions or chances that do come about that I don't take, and I learn to regret them. Because you kind of just never know what's going to happen the next day or next week or next year, or you just never know. You never know what's going to happen. You're never going to know, and you're not supposed to know. You can't foresee what the future is going to hold. I think people are used to being told what to do and being told what direction they should take, because being an individual, maybe it's a scary thing for most. Me personally, I never had trouble with being an individual. Maybe when it comes to figuring out a plan, and a plan. You gotta have a plan. Especially to learn certain aspects about life that interest you, and you gotta have a plan. Plan how to live it. And hope nobody interferes with that plan, because, man, people could suck. It's funny, I've been finding a lot of these videos about people having different perspectives about the system of which they grew up in, like, job market, the way they live their lives. A lot of videos I'm noticing online nowadays is like why I avoid people. And some of the videos I've seen actually come up with some valid reasons. I've actually always been that way. Because you do gotta keep in mind when you, with people, you do deal with their lives. You do deal with what they got going on with their lives. And unfortunately, if you get involved with them, that's what you're going to deal with. That's just the reality of it. If you made it known that you don't want to deal with their personal lives, then they're going to avoid you. Also, there are going to be people out there that will backstab you, and they'll do it just because they can, just because, well, what the fuck I mean? Because I won't. It takes courage for somebody to literally say, like, hey, I'm going to mess up your life because I want to. I do think we are entering into crazier times. A lot of things aren't really making any sense. Good and evil aren't really making any sense. I think nowadays we're questioned a lot. I think now with the advancement of accessibility to people's opinions with technology, we can question that even more. A lot more. It does give good insight. You got a question. A lot. You don't want to just jump in. Really question how I'm going to get this all figured out, but always ain't doing it no more. I'm noticing a lot of trends nowadays online. I'm trying to be careful on what I've been watching online now. For one being, I'm going to refrain from being that kind of person that posts their business constantly online because most people don't need to know. But it's also interesting, people like to know, knowing that they can find something relatable. It's actually kind of funny with a lot of these movies, with what they're producing. They're not producing, I hate the word, content that's not relatable. There's like a absence of spiritualness from current movies nowadays that most don't get the vibe from anymore. There's a spiritualness from this movie, at least for me. There's a simple concept of good and evil. Everybody wants to get ahead. Everybody wants to live the best life they can. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with it. It is a race. Survival. But there will be those that will have no problem taking you down to ensure their own survival. I do draw the line between being a good person and just being someone vile. Like a lot of the red pill stuff that de-escalated online for quite some time. It's crazy. Especially depending on where it's coming from. It seems like the promoter of peace has been pushed aside, and negativity sells. negativity sells. Everywhere you see, there's a promotion of some sort of hate, despicableness, belittlement, vulgar. That creates the attention, that grabs the attention. Like I made a video like about a month ago about the constant concerns of nudity online, and then there's just, with that being so accessible now, I mean, how do you protect your kids from that? There's just too much of it. Too much.